Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently, well, attacking the Roman kingdom. I was going to say we are a king who is crusading, but we're an emperor, and this is just a holy war, not a crusade. So it's kind of neither of those things, but also kind of close enough? Kind of. Let's get zoomed on in here. That first zoom is always a bit of a spicy one, but there we go. And the real question is, how can we get across the Danube here? There's a crossing here, and that's probably going to be the only place we can really go. So we're going to need to do multiple sieges here. Now, the Roman kingdom, they don't have a lot of troops. We're going to raise up our troops, and we are going to need, what, probably around 5,000 absolute max for levy troops, and that's what we're going to target here. That's way more than we need. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stop that, and we are going to get rid of a bunch of these. Like I said, we need like 5,000 max. So these guys, they can go on home. The rest of these troops, they're going to head down here. We can't really push on further here. Well, Silistra, that's not actually going to cause us attrition if we push past it. Let's head on down. We'll see when the Roman army shows up. They've only got 3,000. Wait, are they in another war? Oh, they're in a bunch of wars. That's right. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and attack this force that's sieging here. That will net us some piety and some prestige, probably. They're running away. So they're breaking their siege. That's fine. I'm not going to pursue them. We are going to split off a siege force here. Mangonels and some levy troops, something like that. These guys can head over and slow siege here while this force sieges. Do we have a siege commander? Yes, actually. Wonderful. So we'll put him in there. And we're just going to siege these down as we make our way over to the actual area that we're targeting here. Perk Ranger is level 10. That's fine. We just have a ludicrous amount of cash. That's a lot. We will never have cash issues again, and that's good. So the Roman army may or may not ever be seen. We're going to move into here, and then these guys, they're going to push up over to, like, this area over here and start a slow siege up there. So that'll be fine. We are actually taking attrition here. I'm surprised that that move causes attrition, because this is not hostile territory. Okay, well, learn something new. Sounds good. So we're at 3%. We're going to finish this up, and then we're going to head up over here. Now that we occupy this, we won't get attrition passing through here. So that's good. And then these guys, they're going to head south along this coast, probably to the castrum of Mesembria here. I think that's going to be our target. We can extort subjects. Is there really a reason to? I don't think there is. Stay there. There you go. We get a new stewardship perk, and we can grab Chains of Loyalty. There we go. Now, there's a lot of occupation down here that we're going to have to take back. That's fine. We do have a steward that we need to replace, so we'll put this guy in, Count Thoros. And these sieges are just going to slowly continue. Well, this one's going to go pretty quickly. We'll head on down as soon as that's done. And we just inherited a county. Okay, we need to take a look at that over here. We're just going to grant that out. Noble of the Armenian culture. Perfect. Okay, back to the war. We're going to head on down and assist with this siege. And until we see the Roman army, we're just going to keep sieging. We may not see the Roman army. This is our war. They're in two other wars. One that they're winning and one that they're losing. So we'll see. That attrition is kind of obnoxious, but we'll allow it. We can always raise more troops if we need to. Like, we have so many troops. I'm not concerned. That will not be a problem. And yeah, we're making very little progress on this siege, but we're making some, and it'll go much faster once our siege weapons arrive. Ah, now there's the Roman army. They've turned around. Are they going to head up here, siege this back? Somebody's trying to murder us. How rude. Why would you want to do that? We're on primogeniture. What point would that have? Like, this guy's going to inherit. I'm not concerned. Okay, so this siege is over. We're going to move up, and it looks like, yeah, they're going to try to take this back. That's weird, but at the same time, I guess there's not really much better that they could do. This is about their best option, but it's not a good option. They don't really have any good options, though. So fair enough. We're going to try to chase down their army and get some battle war score. We may be able to stack wipe them. We'll see. We're going to catch them there for sure. The siege will wrap up, and as soon as it does, we'll head on down. Cool. We stack wiped them. Okay, so that is a very big deal. That is an exceptionally big deal. That put us at 50 war score. And we're at 85% already. This is going very quickly. Which is good. I mean, that's a good thing. We're going to get a lot of territory out of this. And we're not going to vassalize it either. We're going to have to create titles over here. That's fine. It's not like we're short on cash for it. But it's definitely going to take a little bit to organize. So that'll be a thing. We're at 89% right now. Each of these is getting us roughly, well, some of them are getting 4%. Some are getting 12. That's a pretty big range. We'll head down to Byzantium, the castrum of Constantinople. Excellent. And we should be wrapping up this war extraordinarily quickly. One more siege should do it. Okay, 53 days. They don't have a chance, of course. We always knew that we were going to win this war. And we'd like to get some of these other territories. Like, this would be a pretty decent one to attack as well. We can't do it right now, but we'll have to do some piecemeal wars over this way for sure. But this is going to be a nice large expansion for us. Pretty soon we're going to have the Black Sea fully under our control, which will be great. We will be very, very happy about that. And there we go. War is over. So we will enforce our demands and disband our troops. And we are going to need to hand all of this out. So we're going to grant this to a noble of Armenian culture. Every single thing here, we're going to grant to a noble of Armenian culture. We're not going to worry too much about making these regions powerful the way we did our own capital. If they want to be powerful, they can invest their own cash. Thank you very much. We don't need more cash. We are fine. We will be fine for the rest of the game. We'll continue to invest in our capital as our tech improves, of course, but that won't be for a while. So we'll just hand all of these on out. We've got a couple more to do. There we go. Wonderful. Now the next question is, how are we doing on our vassal limit? Okay, we're at 59 out of 60. So, in that case, I would like to create some titles. Kingdoms, specifically. The Kingdom of the Caspian Steppe is up here. We'll go ahead and create that. That is de jure belonging here, but we don't control that. So we'll give that to this gentleman. Armenia and Cappadocia Pontica. And Scythia as well. I feel like we hold more kingdoms than we should. Hang on. Okay, so Cappadocia Pontica. This is held by us. I'd like to hand this out to this guy. So Cappadocia Pontica. 5 vassals go with. There we go. Cool. That's excellent. What other kingdoms can we create? Quite a number of them. For now, I think we're probably doing okay on our vassal limit, though. We're at 53 out of 60, so I'm not too concerned about that right now. We'll call that good for the moment. This is going to be held directly by us for now, I guess. That'll be fine. So we can't do any more big wars in this life, right? And that's okay. We're going to go for a bigger herd. There we go. We can still go for little wars. So, like, for example, attacking this guy who we're truced to. Wait. Oh, they're at war. Gotcha. Just to subjugate CB, which we can't do. Okay. Not a lot to be done there. How about Volga, Bulgaria? Hey, I said it vaguely right for once. That's just a single county there, and this prince's claims the same thing. Okay, so we're just going to do this de jure claim for Jambalar. This, of course, is not going to be a very complicated war. But we'll go ahead and grab our de jure claim. After all, we are the legal owners of this county. We do have a court artifact that we can put in. Cabinet over there, I guess? What am I missing? I think we have everything. Yeah. There we go. I think that was it. Okay, so we're going to raise up our men-at-arms here. Do we need more than that? I don't think so. No, our men-at-arms should be more than fine. Well, he did have 2 allies join. 8,000? Okay, sure. We'll raise a few men-at-arms. We won't need more than a couple thousand here. We must stop the villain behind that scheme that I didn't even look at. Okay, so we've got 3,000, 16,000, 26,000. This is way more than we need. We're going to keep around these 8,000, and actually this would be way quicker if I didn't do it this way, if I did it just this way. Disband these guys. There we go. And these 8,500, they can come on and join us. Cool. So we will take the war goal here. We do see a number of troops out over this way. We largely don't care, but once we get grouped up here, we will split off our siege force and see about going and fighting some of these. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it'll end the war a little faster. So that's probably worthwhile for us. We'll get our mangonels and 1 unit of levies there, and then we'll put in that siege commander. Actually, this siege commander, he's a little better. And we're going to head up over this way, and we're going to fight this hostile force. They're not an enemy force, they're not going to net us war score, but that will still be handy for us to take out. And we're just going to keep an eye on their troop movements for now. What's your plan, buddy? You gonna come down here and siege? It's a kind of weird place to siege, but okay, sure. These guys are heading up over this way. I'd like to intercept them up over here. We control the war goal now, and that's wonderful. We'll show in the king. He didn't bring any gold, but honestly, I don't care anymore. That's completely fine. No problem whatsoever there. So, our Armenian culture here. We are already hill dwellers. Okay. I just wanted to check to see if there was a tradition that we wanted to add here. But no. Maybe getting rid of fervent temple builders, but no, I think overall we're fine. So we do see some troops moving around over this way. They're grouping up here. Okay. Interesting choice. We're going to back off. Because they're going to come down over this way on this side of the Volga here. So they're going to come on down, and there's no crossing except for here. So we're just going to be in position over here and be ready for them. This siege will finish. We'll head up over here. We're at 42% war score right now without a single battle. Okay, so they're coming down this way. There's a crossing here. Where else would they go? Our Chancellor requires replacement, and we'll put in this guy. He's pretty good at the job. I like it. That's the plan, huh? They're making for this ford. Okay. And if that fails, are you going to go for this one? The murder us scheme has been abandoned. That's a good thing. And then we're going to head over to their capital over here. Excellent. And then they're turning around. Interesting. We're going to see if we can catch them up here. I think we can. Maybe some of them. The game thinks we'll catch them, but sometimes it lies. We'll see what we catch. It looks like we're going to catch all of them. That's great. That's really, really good. And then there's this other force down here, which is the remainder of their force. Okay. So that's a decisive victory. It was not a stack wipe, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. So let's start our siege of their capital. We have a stewardship perk available, and we will take likable. Cool. So we're at 90%, and we're going to finish up this siege very soon. This will guaranteed end the war. Even with them finishing this siege, we're still going to end the war with this one, because this is their capital, and we have ticking. So it's 100% going to end the war. Well, yes. Yes, it is 100% going to end the war. I needed to double check that, but yeah. Distrust of friendship, huh? Well, I don't care. Excellent. Siege is over now, and so is the war, as expected. So we'll enforce our demands and disband our troops. I feel like that was somehow a harder war than attacking Rome. Exciting. I would like to deal with this little spit of Mordvinia here. Do we have anything that we can really do here? We could do a holy war for this duchy. That would be a pretty good solve. Yeah, why not? We'll go ahead and declare that. Of course, we're going to need to... Hello, pause menu. We're going to need to hand out this territory here. And so we shall. Okay, so we're going to need to raise up troops, and I think we'll raise them here. Okay. How many are we going to raise? Well, we're targeting 5k again. We'll see if we get way more than 5k again. 2,400. I'm trying to do single day ticks here. Close enough. In we go. It's literally double, but it's still close enough. So here's their primary army. That's wonderful. So we're going to group up over here. And we're going to create our siege force. We do want a siege commander, and then this guy, he's going to head on up over this way. For now, we're just going to hang out in this tribe, siege that down. But let's see if we can spot their army, what they're doing. Okay, they're heading over this way. I want to see if we can cut them off. I do not want to get in behind them. So we will attempt to avoid that. Looks like we catch them. Beautiful. Hello, pause menu. Again. Okay, we're going to head up over here, grab this tribe. There is a dangerous faction brewing. We'll take a look at that in a moment. We just gained 250 piety. That's really convenient considering all the holy wars we're fighting. I like it. So this dangerous faction, what are they? Peasant rabble. I don't care. Okay. Peasant rabble is irrelevant to us. And we will just push up over here, siege this tribe. We stack wiped their army, so we're maxed on battles. That's perfect. We're already at 61%. This is a raiding force up here. An enemy ally just joined the war. And this siege is going to be done in 3 months. Okay, this is fine. We're going to directly head to their capital at this time. And hope that they don't get a bunch of troops between now and then. They kind of did. We're going to hang out in this tribe. Now, I expect them to come attack us when they're done gathering. That's in 40 days, and we're kind of playing with fire here a little bit. But this siege will be done in just 3 days. And we're going to start heading down this direction. Cool. So, I mean, they can probably fight our siege force with this once they're done gathering. But they definitely can't fight our fighting force. That's for sure. So we're going to head up over this way, and yeah, we need to get in here. We need to let them lock in. Actually, we caught them with our siege force. I did not necessarily intend to do that. Yeah, that was a problem. And we actually didn't arrive in time, and our siege force got stack wiped. Oh, that was a dumb mistake. That was really dumb. I was playing with their movement, trying to get them to lock in up here, and just wasn't paying attention to the siege force. That's my own fault. We're at 94%. We're going to have this done in 8 months. I think it's fine. We'll just continue this. The ticking war score will get us there. So when are these guys going to fire? 6 months? Sounds good. We'll deal with those as soon as they fire. No problem there. I'm going to put in a siege commander here just to make this go a little bit faster, but we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I'm just kind of not paying the most attention today. Making dumb mistakes. It's one of those days, I guess. Not one day too soon. Our rival dies. Cool. So siege progress is progressing nicely, considering we don't have siege weapons here. 4 months here, and rebels in 4 months. Okay, sounds good. Gonna bump it up to speed 4 while we're waiting. Siege events are not necessarily the most helpful. Okay, showing 2 months and 40 days here. I'm hoping that we finish the siege before the peasant rabble fires, and it looks like we will. Beautiful. We got it just then. And that did indeed end the war. So we'll enforce our demands. There we go. And we're going to disband our troop, of course. We'll need to hand out several titles over here, looks like. So this one will go to a noble of the Armenian culture. This will go to a noble of the Armenian culture. This will go to a noble of Armenian culture, and you're not going to believe it. But Tambov here, it's going to go to a noble of the Armenian culture. I know, it's crazy. Just insane. How could I do something like that? But here we are. So this faction is going to rebel in 1 month here. That's perfect. Where are they going to rebel? In one of these counties. Okay, sure. We'll see which one. It's not all that relevant, in all honesty. We need to wait for our mangonels to be ready to go again before we go back to war. That's for sure. Sure. We can ransom basically anyone we want to at this point. We're so ridiculously powerful. Okay, peasants. Hi, peasants. They're kind of all over the place. Okay, cool. We're going to raise up here. We're going to raise just men-at-arms. Do mangonels come in here? They do. Okay, cool. So we don't need to delay any future fights. That's great. 10k over here. Okay, we'll raise a few extra. And there is another faction brewing here. Who is this? Liberty. Oh, that's adorable. I think that we're just going to arrange a marriage here, like so. Okay. Problem solved. This is more than enough troops. If we send them up here, we'd probably win. So we're just going to go in, see if we catch anybody. And we're going to head over to Baku here. And we're just going to get what we can. We definitely want to have these rebels eliminated, and quickly. There we go. And we're going to start heading on over towards Kars. That's our next goal here. Considering we've got this battle well under control. Like, there's no problem here whatsoever. And actually, we captured him. We captured their leader. So, the rebellion is over. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue to, I guess, blob like an amoeba. That is definitely something that we're working on. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.